Welcome back, everybody, to Metroid Prime. We are still in the map room here, and let's continue on, and I'll talk about why this is one of my favorite games. One of the reasons is because, well, the gameplay, like I said before, it's just so similar to previous Metroid games. It's amazing. I love it so much, and that stayed so faithful to the older games, while still being like the first 3D game. And it's just like it's such a good job with it. I mean, it's the same thing with like Ocarina of Time. That was their transition to 3D. Super Mario 64. I mean, I know a lot of people, like, that is a great game, and I'm not saying anything wrong with it. I know people will argue, like, oh, the graphics or whatever, but it's like, no, it's a really great game. But there's just so many, I mean, I know this is the GameCube, too, and there's our first energy tank. Don't forget to scan it. I mean, I know this is the GameCube, so the technology has advanced more than the 64. But, man, it's just, like, it's so great. There's so many great effects, like the reflective mirror there that you saw. The different suits, like having the fusion suit there. I'll talk about more of that grass later. I just want to talk about the game and why it's one of my favorite. Oh, we need the morph ball. Well, let's head back. It gives us time to talk. There's just, yeah, there's just different aesthetics to it that are just so great. Like the reflective thing there, I said like 6 times. And we can't see it now, but you can actually see Samus's arm in her arm cannon. And there's just so many. I'll explain that once we see it, though, because like I can't really talk about it now because it's kind of spoilerish. But there's that. There's sometimes when there's a bright flash, you can see Samus's eyes and her visor on the screen, and the fact that you can see the visor as the HUD, and like it's just so awesome. There's so many. I mean, I'll talk about them as I see them too. The aesthetics of the game that are just so great. It's just, oh, I just love it. It's an amazing game, and it's like. This game came out, like I said, 2002. I don't really remember what people were thinking back then. I mean, of course, I have played Metroid games back then, but you know, I was never too into like the media, and of course, the internet back then was like barely a thing. So, I mean, I never used it really for like, you know, social purposes and news purposes because I was a kid and I was really young back then. Another energy tank up there. Let's go get the morph ball, though. That's where we're going to next, which is in here. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm not sure what people thought of when they heard about this game coming out, because I know people are always worried when there's a new game in a series that's so beloved like this. This comes out, and again, it's like the first 3D game, so it's a big deal. Once we get the morph ball, those things will be easy to avoid, which is in here. There it is, right there. Let's go pick it up. Oh, that was easy. Oh, of course not. It's never that easy. Oh, beetles. That's fine. Just some beetles. That's okay. It's not a big deal. We can take care of these things, even if there's a huge swarm of them. Yeah, there's nothing special about these guys. These are level 1 enemies. There's a lot of them. Jeez. I'm going to keep the... I don't know. I mean, I want to keep the lock on just for the camera in certain situations, but it's... You know, I'm going to turn it off. I know I just said I'm keeping it on, but I'm going to turn it off for this battle because... It's easier to shoot multiple enemies if I need to, instead of just the one. Of course, I want to focus on one to get his health down, but it's just like, I don't know. Just need to get him out of here. I just like having the ability to free aim when I want to. That's the whole point of the Wii version, is that you can do that, because it's so much more freedom in this version. Like the GameCube version, you're just stuck in this one, and the camera was hard to use in that game because you just had the C stick, right? Like, or no, you didn't even have that. You just had the analog stick. You'd think the C stick would be used for the camera, but it wasn't. It was just like you just had the analog stick to aim yourself, move, and the camera, like everything was just... Of course, it wasn't a big deal because it is a first-person game, but also first-person games have come a long way. Oh crap! It wasn't just one beetle. I want to get Papa Beetle here, Beetle Juice, if you will. This is a plated beetle. You know anything about these guys? You can only hit their ass. So they're gonna like do this little dance. And you gotta get close to them to get them to charge. You can take them out pretty quickly when you have the charge beam, but actually we can try a missile too. Come on, buddy. I've got all day. Oh, it's hard to... Oh, we got him. But again, this is gonna take a while because these guys run the show. We don't get to do the pace of this battle on our own. What was I talking about? Jeez. don't even know, man. I'm so sorry that happens all the time. Like, I mean, I know it's not only me that happens to. Like, when I'm watching, like, Game Grumps, I know I've mentioned Game Grumps before, but, like, when I'm watching them, like, sometimes they'll be getting into a story, and then, like, Dan will be getting into a story, and I'll be excited to hear about it, and then, like, he gets distracted, or Aaron starts talking, and then it's just, like, I want to hear the story. It's like, I'm sure my stories aren't even as interesting, so it doesn't matter, but... Oh, come on, yeah, Hypermode, gotta love it. I mean, I feel like I should have just chose, like, the regular mode just for, or at least hard mode, because... just to make this go quicker, but whatever. It's not often we'll be fighting enemies like this, where the pace of the battle is kind of static. Yeah, that's another drop you'd want to scan if you didn't already, because there are a few different kinds, so... But there's a morph ball. Again, I don't need to scan it, but I'm scanning it just so you remember to, if you want to get 100%. I know I mentioned before that all items only have one-time scan opportunities, but yes. We got the morph ball. That was that. So now we can get out of here, because before we were stuck down here. We couldn't jump that high, but there's this hole here. Oh, and that's that. There's nothing else we can do in this room right now, but it will become important later. Yeah, when you have the morph ball in these rooms with these swarm enemies, you can just like zip through it before they even hit you. That's why I said it'd be easier with the morph ball, but it's actually even easier when you have the boost ball, which it's kind of a spoiler to talk about now. That won't happen till later. But whatever, I said it. Boost ball, I think that's the first time, this is the first game where that's even a thing anyway. Where are we going next? Let's see. Can't go any... Wait, we can go that way. Yeah, we can go this way and then end up over here. Actually, no, because we can't get through this room here. We can't get through this room until much later. So we won't even be seeing that room for a long time. It's annoying, because like, it's satisfying seeing the orange, or the blue turn to orange. But whatever, what are you going to do? So let's just quickly get back to where we were before, where we found the missiles. That's where we need to go next. I believe. I could be wrong on that. Yeah, so we can destroy the hive wasps, whatever, war wasp hives now with the missile. I'm trying to think, because this is the wrong way to go, like I said before, but I want to show it off anyways, because I just want to show you what's over here. Oh no, this isn't the wrong way to go. What am I talking about? Oh, up through that way. That's the wrong way to go. So we can go through here. And again, pretty much any room you see here, like this, there's another missile expansion, which... Oh, shit, I forgot it's poison. Shit. Which we can't get to yet. Pretty much every room you see, you'll need to come back to later for something. Oh, there's chozo lore. Surges of negative energy brought by the meteor far exceed our expectations. We chozo have yet to find a way to rid ourselves of the great poison. All we can do now is seal it away and wait for the day when a power to purify the poison appears. However, it is already impossible to collect all the pieces of the great poison, as it is already spread, seeping into the planet and hardening. I need to check what time we're at here. Shit, we're gonna have to end off the video soon already? Man. Anyways, yeah, that's kind of foreshadowing that that the poison will not always be here. And here we have shriek bats. Again, just so many throwbacks to the old enemies. I love what they've done with all the enemies in this game. Like how they threw it back to previous games. They did such a good job implementing all these enemies too. From a 2D platform to a 3D. Those are Reaper Vines. Again, enemies. Scan them. Scan them if you got them. And you just got to be careful down here. So, the top of this Deku tree here is where we want to be. I think we're just going to go head up there now because, well, we can go over that way. No, we can't. We have to go this way first. Because there's another item we need to pick up. Before we climb to the top of this tree. Thank God I remembered about it. It's hard to remember because like when you're playing this game and you have all the upgrades and everything and you can just get anywhere you want as quick as you want, and then when you begin a new game you're stripped down to nothing and you forget that you have nothing. There's nothing, man. So watch out for these blast caps here. They're mushrooms that will explode when you shoot them. They leave off this poison gas here, which is really annoying. You gotta wait for it to go away. Otherwise it hurts you. We'll come back into this room later. That's the save room. We're gonna end off the video over there. So let's go over here and well, let's do it up. Shriek bats, watch out for those. I always forget about shriek bats. Even when I don't forget about them, I forget about them. Yeah, there's a few things in here you can scan as well. Just again, you want to make sure you scan anything that looks suspicious, like that. Sometimes the corners of the rooms here like that will have those. So check every hallway for something like that. But also right here. Blow that open with a missile. You got another missile expansion. Again, as I said before, it should be easy for me to find all the expansions and energy tanks. There's 49 energy tank expansions, which lead up to 250 max missiles you can carry. That may sound like a lot, but it's really not. Like, I mean, a lot to go around the world and look for, and it is, but it's, again, we shouldn't have too much trouble finding them all because, again, everything's pretty fresh in my mind. But yeah, there's that. There is 14 energy tanks you can find, and the last really collectible upgrade you can find is the power bombs, which power bombs are in this game. There's 4 upgrades for those. So anyways, there's this thing. There's these symbols here. You got to find these symbols throughout this room to unlock that door. So there's one of them. I believe there's another one right down there. Yeah, there is. You just have to scan them. That's all you got to do. So scan them. The last 2 are near the other side of near the beginning of this room. God, I have to go to sleep soon. I've been staying up really late because it's the weekend. There's one there. And then, but I've been sleeping in, so I'm like scared I'm going to sleep in tomorrow for work. I mean, it should be fine, but, because I wanted to take melatonin too, because I haven't taken that in a long time. But I looked at the bottle I had, expired in June of 2016, so I'm like, shit. Where's that last one? Oh, there it is right there. Yeah, there's a few different rooms where there's 4 symbols you need to scan to open the door. But that's that one, so there's something on the other side of that gate. Now that we can open it, let's go find out what it is. And I'm really surprised, because like, when I think of Metroid games, because I've played them a lot throughout my life. Oh shit. No! God! Yeah, the Reaver Vines, you can't kill them, but you can stun them and get them to go back into their holes, or Swispers, as I like to think of them, because NCS. The gate has been unlocked. We have to get back up there anyways, jeez. Damn, what was I just saying? Oh yeah, Metroid games. They just seem like, because there's just so much that you need to like look for, and there's so many hidden pathways and stuff that when you see other people like know where they are instinctively, or they just know off the top of their head, it's like, wow, it's like, how do you remember all that? But it's like, I don't know, it's really not that big of a deal in Metroid games. It just seems that way. Like, they're pretty easy to find, and if once you play it and you know where they are, then it's like, it's no big deal. And like right now, I pretty much know where everything is. So, chozo script, there's some more chozo lore. Disaster struck suddenly. We had a vague, dark foreboding, and it became truth. A meteor appeared from nowhere, casting a dark shadow of debris over the land with the violence of its impact. Its destructive force spent the fallen star burned itself out rapidly, and the incident should have faded into memory, but the meteor brought with it corruption. Metroid Prime 3 corruption. A great poison burst forth into the land. A strange energy that clawed at the natural life with a ferocity. That strange negative energy emitted from the meteor expanded to encompass Talon 4 in a night, as a spider weaves a web. So yeah. More talk of the impending doom. Yeah, here's some more ions. They're closed right now. There's another thing we'll have to come back for later. But here's the charge beam. Scan it. You need to take a drink of water. I'm talking really fast I've been talking really fast for like the past 40 minutes. Oh my god, I'm sorry. But I don't want to just not talk, right? I mean, this is an LP. That's why we're doing it. Hopefully we'll get through this game pretty quickly. I mean, there's going to be quite a few parts because I don't want them to be long. The boss battles and stuff like that, they'll be... Oh, we can destroy these things now that they have a charge beam, which is nice. I may as well just show that off because we have to have enough of a video in a sec anyways. I don't want to stop recording though. I mean, I could record one more episode, but I don't know. Like, I'm having fun. Well, what time is it? Oh shit, it's nearly 12. We're gonna have to, so... I have to go to sleep. Oh, it's so annoying not having the double jump, the space jump boots. Yeah, we're gonna have to end off the video now. So we'll head over to the save station. I want to kind of end off all my videos at a save point, just so it's like, I don't know, it just seems easier. Because then, like, I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm leaving off and where I'm picking up, so. But yeah, let's go ahead and save. Oh god. Yeah, save point, scan it. So, yes, thank you for joining me on this 3rd episode, or 4th, I'm not sure which one this is now. I've been recording them all continuously, of Metroid Prime. I am Shinji, and thank you for watching, and I will see you next time for Metroid Prime. So, yeah, see you later.